Alright, grand final time it is. We have Aurel, Wosile, Cocho, and none other than Aziix, who performed outstandingly in this semi-final that I've casted in the grand final here from the Fatal Cup. So welcome everyone to the official English cast here of the Fatal Cup. The players here will battle it out for 60 euros for the first place, 30 for the second, 20 for the third, and then 10 euro for the last place. So everyone will go out with some money. But this time it's a little bit different. So we have very versatile maps here, as you can see, with a dirt transitional map here and then some transitions here as well. But players will play in cup mode on in total of 6 tracks. And I think we will see a long track here as well, where each player will play 2 rounds on. And on those rather shorter tracks, they will play 4 rounds on. So now we have a point limit of 150. So if players have surpassed this 150 points barrier, they will grant themselves the finalist status. And then they have to win 1 more round in order to be the victorious player or the second or third seeded player. So yeah, 150 points is a long way to go, I can tell you boys. So this will take a little bit longer than usually. Point repetition is as usual. It's 10, 6, 4 and 3. And for this longer map, we have a little bit of a different point repetition. We have 15 points for the first place, 10 points for the second place, then 6 points for the third place, and I think 4 points for the last place. But I will come to that if the track will come up. So of course there's one warm-up before every round, and we have Aurel being behind Wosile at this point. And this risky finish is very hard to do, as we've seen Aziix making a mistake. Cocho just a little bit behind. And guys, I'm really interested to see if Cocho and Aziix, both the dirt prodigies, can make something happen here. Or if it's just a very, very good performance here from Wosile and Aurel, who both occupy local 1 and 2. And then we have Aziix and Cocho nowhere to be seen here. Actually, Cocho on local 9. And then we have Aziix. I can't see him here. He's on local 17, but still, let's go into the first round. Aurel off to a good start, as well as Aziix, who's right now in first place. So Aziix with a lot of speed. Cocho has made the first mistake of this round, so he will be out here. Wosile with a good transition. He has a little bit more speed than Aziix, and he will go up to the first place. Aurel capitalizes from that weird line from Aziix. There he goes. He went super far to the left there and didn't get too much speed from that. So Wosile, 0.4 of a second ahead of Aurel. Aziix, poor line for him, so Aurel will extend his lead towards that third place. And it looks like a clean sweep for Wosile in this round. But not to say for Aurel. Aurel wants to have a saying here. Aurel with a lot of speed. Risks it too much. Goes super close there. So Aurel almost touches there. The gaming privé player risking it so much here for that 10-pointer. But Wosile is still in first. But now the ending section is remaining. And Aurel did it very, very good in the first couple of rounds, but now he's making a mistake, so Aurel is stumbling, and it will be Aziix who's capitalizing from that. But of course, this ending section is still remaining for all of the players here. Wosile will go for the risky finish, and he has to. Wosile is doing it. Oh, Aziix is doing it as well, almost choking it, and he is getting the second place, and Aurel goes for the safe finish and is in third. But what a close call there from Aziix. Wow. So second place for him. And then Cocho finishing as well, but being 15 seconds behind in last place, only granting himself 3 points. Okay, going to the second round, of course, as I've already mentioned, we play 4 rounds on each track. Except the long track, where we only see the players performing 2 rounds on the track. But I'm not sure when it comes. I think at the 3rd or 4th map or something like that. But this time around, it's Aurel with a good start. Wosile as well. Aziix didn't get the best landing into the banking, as well as Aurel. So it's a little bit even now. So let's see. Cocho goes for so much speed. But Aziix with a godlike roof hit there. Look at that. Aziix is just super far ahead. And right now he's on PB. So Aziix shows that he is not only good on dirt and why he's in this grand final. Aziix with a very, very good landing here in this sloped section. He's 0.25 ahead of his local record and right now looks strong. Very good drift for him, but Aurel comes back strong. And also Wosile. So this will be a 3-man battle here for that first place. It is Wosile actually capitalizing from that wonky line from Aziix. So Aziix drops down to that third place. Aurel still in first. He stumbled a little bit in the prior round in the ending, but it's actually Wosile with more speed compared towards Aurel. So it will be all in the ending here between Wosile and Aurel. Who's gonna take more risks in the ending? It's actually Wosile with the more inside line, and Wosile will actually grant himself the first place here over Aurel. But what a great find and what a great time there from both of the players. Aziix in third, and then we have Cocho finishing as well, but unfortunately only in last place yet again. But what a great fight there from Wosile. Really, really inside line there from him, and therefore granting himself the first place. Wow. So good, great start there from Wosile. Great start there from Wosile. 20 points, 10 and 10 points for Aziix respectively. And then we have, unfortunately, Cocho only with 6 points. So certainly not a good start for him. And yeah, let's see. Let's follow Cocho for this round, who has a good start here as well as Wosile. So both of the players are doing it good. Wosile with a little bit of a better landing here in this slope section. And also gets a little bit of a better slide. But Cocho with a very good roof hit. But Wosile got it way better than him. So he's 0.25 of a second ahead of Cocho and has more speed than him. So Wosile up to a very, very good start again. This is the dream scenario for him. Cocho actually goes for the no jump and has more speed than Wosile. So he comes back again. So Cocho on his way to grant himself the first valuable points for him. And also with a good line, more speed. And hello, who's there? It's Aurel. Aurel also wants servicing, so this will be a 3-man fight. Cocho, the third player, right now in first, and he gets getting pressured by both Wosile and Aurel. Both of them are risking it. Cocho dropping behind. Aurel and Wosile both with more speed. What was that line from Wosile? Wosile in first place, and it will be him approaching this ending at first, and it will be him who is battling it out with all the other players. But Cocho will... Oh! Actually, it was actually Aurel who could have overtaken Wosile there in the end, but Aurel clipped as well. So Wosile will grant himself yet another 10-pointer. Cocho couldn't keep up with the pace, only granting himself 4 points, and Aziix with 3 points in last. Alright, so last round here on Immateriel. Wosile is playing bonkers right now. He's playing bonkers. 14 points ahead of Aurel, who was the favorite of this one. Oh, a little bit of a bug here for him, but wasn't really bad for him. But he touches there. He's barely able to make that one, but that was super close for him. He will certainly not get a smooth landing here, and Aurel will be out on this round. Aziix, also 0.8 of a second behind, has touched here. So it will be a battle between Cocho and Wosile. And Wosile yet again in first place. Can he keep up the pace? It is Wosile really dominating this match so far. So he has most likely figured out this map the best. As you can see from the local records, he's 0.4 ahead of Aurel here. So this is like insanely good. Insanely good for him, and right now he can take it easy. He can just chill here. Of course, he has to risk this ending section because Cocho is coming closer. You can see that, but not the best hit for him. Best wall hit for him. So Cocho will drop a little bit further behind, 0.8 of a second. Wosile on his way to clock in a 1:15 time. What is this guy doing? Is this guy on steroids? This is insanely good from him. So Wosile is granting himself yet another 10-pointer with a 1:16.12. Aurel behind him because he has risked the end, and he will overtake Cocho with that. And then we have Aziix yet again in last place. But what a performance from Wosile. 40 points for him. 40 points. Is this guy... Hello? Knock knock? What the hell, man? Insanely good performance from him. This is perfect for him. Yeah, this is a perfect performance from him. Whew. But now we will go to something different, and you can see how the tables have turned here. Local records, all of a sudden it's Aziix and Cocho in first and third local, and then we have Aurel in fourth, and then where is Wosile? Wosile is in sixth local, so Wosile with the weakest time here, but still he is just having momentum. 40 out of 40 points, the perfect score for him so far. And then we have Aurel, 22 points for him. Aziix at 16 and Cocho at 14. But I can tell you, boys, 16 and 14 points. Damn, this will change this round. they will grant themselves some 10 and 6 pointers. I can tell you that. But of course, they are pressurized now by the performance from both Aziix and Wosile. By Wosile and Aurel, I mean. Because Aurel also with 22 points. Comfortable performance for him. But of course, they didn't get any 10-pointer yet. Yeah, but I think we will get a close match eventually. Alright, so Aziix with a good warm-up. But he's just taking this momentum from the prior semifinal. Because he got 76 out of 80 possible points on the dirt maps. This is bonkers. And so far it's looking good that Aziix and Cocho can make something happen here. Wosile is stumbling here in the warm-up, but of course the live round has not even started yet. So, warm-up has ended. You can see if you crashed before the finish, you won't make it. So this is a cruel section. As we go into the first round on Asmodeus. I think I have not seen this track today. I guess it was on the first round. And I've not played the tracks on my own, but it looks that this is a mixture between dirt and a little bit of transitional, yeah, normal tarmac underground, and then normal tarmac underground, and then some underground sections. As we can see, Cocho with a very good start, but also Aurel and Wosile on the mix. Aziix, however, dropped a little bit behind, but comes back strong here. Only finds himself 0.4 of a second behind the leader, who is Cocho right now. Aziix with a very good uphill, but loses a little bit of speed in the other part of the turn, but he will overtake Wosile with that. Cocho will get overtaken by Aurel here, and this is top-notch dirt gameplay. As we can see, Aurel right now in first place. Cocho with a better jump, and Cocho will actually take it there in the end. Oh my god, because Cocho jumped more to the right. It is him granting himself the first place, 12 thousandths ahead of Aurel. What a fight there for that first place. Cocho will grant himself the first 10-pointer, and Wosile only with 3 points in this round. What the hell is going on? Oh, wow. So Aziix, 20 points for him. But we know that Aziix is a very good dirt player. And right now, look at this start. He's 0.03 of a second out of the WR. And look at this. He won't stop there. He won't stop there. Of course, he has Aurel and Wosile behind him. Cocho dropped a little bit further behind. But only 1,500 of a second. This is nothing. But Cocho made an additional mistake. And he will be out on this round. So let's go a little bit further ahead. It is Aziix making the mistake. So it will be between Wosile and Aurel. The players I have not expected to be good here on this track. But Wosile will actually drop down to last place now after that terrible landing for him. So who's gonna take it here? Cocho, Aziix and Aurel are your top three. Who's gonna take it? No position changes here in the end. So Aurel, Aziix, Cocho, top three. And then you have Wosile in last place, only granting himself 3 points. So Aurel, Cocho and Aziix coming closer towards Wosile, who gets his second consecutive 3-pointer in a row. So he's stumbling after that outstanding performance on that first map. But of course, we are playing till a point limit of 150. And everything can happen here. Cocho again with a good start. Look at that. As well as Wosile this time around. But Cocho has a little bit more speed, as well as Aziix. All of the players getting a good nosedive here in this section. And Aziix will overtake Wosile for now. Cocho with a very comfortable lead of 0.07 of a second. But there you have Aziix, who is attacking. He's coming closer. Aziix is coming closer. Gets a godlike uphill here and will go up to the first place. Good transition here for him as well. And it will be all in the last part of the track. 10 seconds are remaining. One uphill. And no, one downhill and one jump is remaining, but it looks like the Aziix will take it. Cocho is just behind him, but Aziix jumps super close, is stumbling. Cocho came closer, but Aziix will grant himself a 10-pointer with a 52.80 F48, which is 0.13 away from the WR. What a great time. Wosile in 3 and Aurel in 4. So Aziix and Cocho just show why they are in the grand final. And it's getting closer and closer here. Very cozy. Wosile only with 50 points. So 10 points only for him in the last 3 rounds. Cocho, look at this start. Look at this start. 0.1 ahead of the WR. What is this guy smoking? What is he doing? He's just crushing his opponents. But Aziix is coming closer here, and this will be a banger. This will be a battle here for maybe even the first local record. Aziix comes a little bit stronger back, but Cocho with more speed. And this is looking really good for him. Cocho on his way to grant himself a 10-pointer. But then we have Aziix, who comes closer and gets a little bit of a better landing in this section. And now it's all in the ending, in this downhill and in the last jump. Who will take it? Cocho with a sloppy transition here. And also Aurel will overtake him. And Aziix will grant himself another 10-pointer with a 52.48. What a time. What a great round. And also Cocho with a 52.81 in third place. Holy moly. So Aziix now with 46 points. And as forecasted, the match is now close, boys. It is a close match. Look at that. 53 points for Wosile, still in first. Then Aurel in second with 47. Aziix with 46. And then Cocho with 38 points. And this is now going to the next third map, as you can see. Aurel has this time around local 1. Wosile with local 2. Cocho local 6. And then we have Aziix at local 13. Let's take a little bit of an overview on this track. Actually, it's only the dirt beginning here and the dirt ending. And you have a little bit of a normal tarmac section here in the mid part. But of course, you have some dirt elements here as well, where Aziix and Cocho can come back stronger. And this is one of the more longer tracks here, with a length of 1 minute and 5 seconds. But the players are warming up currently. Aurel in the lead, Aziix, Wosile just behind. Then we have Cocho, also with a conservative warm-up, 0.8 of a second behind. Alright. And this ending is very unforgiving, because you need to decide. You can see now, let's spectate Wosile here for this ending. And this downhill, if you touch there or something like that, as Aurel is doing, thank you Aurel for your explanation, it's very hard to do this jump. And you need to decide beforehand if you commit to this jump, or if you go to the left to the safe finish, which is of course slower. Yeah, and by the way, I mean, doing a warm-up of sub 105, no problem. No problem here for Wosile. So Wosile takes this momentum maybe into this first round here on Kastle, however it's pronounced. Something like that. It's Aziix and Cocho, as expected, with a faster start. Cocho gets a good jump into the slope section, but it's Cocho, however, being in first still, and Wosile comes back strong. So, but Aziix still with a good line here, and it will be Aziix and Cocho yet again in first place. Aurel will come closer though. He will actually come closer towards that second place, and maybe even towards that first place. He will overtake Aziix in this section, and now the ending is remaining. 20 seconds we have to go. Wosile is also in the mix, so what a close fight here for that first place. Who will it be? Will it be Aurel, Wosile, or maybe even Aziix? Because the end dirt is remaining. Aurel and Wosile are neck and neck. 500ths of a second between both of the players. Who will grant himself the better downhill? Wosile is jumping a bit. Aurel in the lead. And it will be actually Aziix who will overtake Wosile here in the end. So Aurel in first. Aziix in second. Wosile gets overtaken by Aziix in the end and grants himself the third place. And Cocho only with a 106.38 in last place. Wow. And now Aurel will equal Wosile with that. Both 57 points. But of course, we play till a point limit of 150 points, so players are not even halfway through. Alright, Aurel not with a good start here. Aziix and Cocho yet again with a very, very good start section. Cocho gets a lot of turbos here. Look at this, he's just extending his lead, and Aziix gets overtaken by both Aurel and Wosile. So Cocho has accumulated a lead of 0.2 of a second, but Wosile comes back strong. Wosile is lurking, make it 16,000s for him, and Wosile with a little bit more speed in this section. Wosile also with a little bit more of a better line throughout this section, but still Cocho's holding strong and still is in the lead. 0.1 of a second for Cocho, and goes for the outside approach, so Wosile will overtake the lead temporarily, or maybe even for the rest of the round. It is only the dirt remaining in the ending, and of course the jump. So it will be Cocho however, attacking Wosile here in this ending section, but Wosile is holding strong. Cocho with a good ending, though, has a little bit more speed. Who will it be? It will be Cocho, it is a tie, and Cocho is taking it. Oh my god, what is happening? Cocho is taking it because it is a tie. Oh my god, what an ending from Cocho there. Aurel in third, and then Aziix in last place. What is happening? Oh my god. A tie. What an ending there from Cocho. Holy shit. Oh man, and Cocho yet again with a good start. Aziix gets a lot of booster. Look at this. He's just zooping away, and he's so far ahead of his opponents. Aurel is also lurking in the shadow. 0.8 of a second behind Aziix here in this section. But this will be all in this tech section. Aziix not getting himself the best trajectory here, and as well as Aurel, but Aurel comes a little bit back here, finding himself 0.11 of a second behind Aziix here, and therefore Aziix is stumbling, and both are going for the outside, and Aurel with more speed though, and Aurel is now up to first place. Aurel to first place, and this looks like it could be a round for Aurel. Aziix is too far behind, but he really needs to rely on a weak line from Aurel. Aziix with a wallbang, and he will get overtaken by Wosile. So Aurel in first, Wosile with a little bit less speed compared towards Aziix, but it's still enough for him. So Aurel in first, Wosile in second, Aziix in third, and then we have Cocho in last place, granting himself 3 points. Okay, going into the next round here, we have Aziix. Now with a good start, took it a little bit more conservatively, and therefore it is him finding himself not in last place right now because he had a little bit of more speed compared to the other players, but didn't get the best trajectory over that part. So Aziix now in last. It's Wosile, Aurel, and Cocho granting himself a good transition in that part. Aurel opts for a little bit more of a different approach here, and therefore it didn't really pay off for him. So Aziix will come a little bit closer. Cocho right now in first. Behind him we have Wosile and Aurel with a lot of speed. What a godlike line from Aurel there. And also Aziix is in the mix. This will be super close there for the ending. Every player is here in the mix. Cocho still in first. We have Wosile and Aurel lurking in the shadow. Wosile with a good line here in this section. And also Aurel will come closer towards Cocho here in this section. Who will it be? Aurel with a bad line, and therefore Aziix and Cocho will come a little bit closer. Aurel down to this ending section, but it will be Wosile winning it. And Aurel will stay ahead of Aziix and Cocho. So what a great round. Super close. Good times. But it was Wosile eventually taking it and will grant himself another 10-pointer. Aziix and Cocho, however, dropping a little bit further behind. 63 and 57 points for them. And it is Aurel and Wosile going on to the True Blanc map, which is a long map at P1 and P2. So this is the map I was talking about. This is the map which is multi-lap, and we only see 2 rounds on this map. And you can see in the bottom corner here, or in the bottom left, that the point repetition has changed. We have 15 points for the first place, 10 for the second, 6 and 4 for third and fourth place. And this is a very cool map, and we have an identity section at the end. So we will see that in a timely manner as players warming up. We have 2 minutes of warm-up, and the finish timeout is set to 60 that every player is able to finish. Right, we can see that Aurel has the WR here over Wosile, but also Aziix is in the mix. And it is actually Cocho who has, let's see, what local head does he have? I think I'm blind right now. Wait, Cocho does not have a local here? Wait a minute. I think I'm blind. Okay, so he didn't train it on this server. So not sure what PB Cocho has. But it will be interesting to see. Because Cocho is at 57 points and he needs to push it. He needs to push it. Ah, yeah, I see. Makes sense. Thank you for the information, Kaku. And now we have this identity section coming up, because you need to squeeze your car just between the holes of the underground section 3 times, and you need to get a good landing every time, otherwise you won't make it. So Wosile, sloppy transition for him, and Aurel just braked there to go for the respawn into the finish again. Let's see, Aziix is making it. Yes, he does. So I really like this idea of a track and also this identity. It's a really cool section, because once you miss a line or you didn't get the most amount of speed, you are dead. Alright, as we go into the first round here of on Toublanc, however you want to pronounce it, it is still Wosile in the lead with 79 points, but Aurel is in a hot pursuit because he's only 2 points behind. It is 3 rounds that we are playing here, so estimated time is a little bit over 430 seconds. Okay, so he trained this map in the morning. Thanks for your translation. That's really cool. White hole. Okay, but Wosile now in the lead. Aziix a little bit further behind, 0.3 seconds, and Aziix is the only player who goes for this upside approach, and I think it's certainly not that slow. I think that. Because look at this. Aurel, okay, I don't know. You need to get it really good, but also you tend to risk that you're not getting it good. So Wosile in the lead. Aurel and Aziix are just behind him. Then we have Cocho in last place, finding himself 1 second behind. But of course, everything can happen in this quote-unquote identity section there. Oh, Cocho, however, made another mistake, and therefore it's looking not that good for the Numalops player. Aziix battling it out here with Aurel. So this is another identity section with the no grip block where you have to perform a drift. Really cool ideas on this track, and I really think that this track worked out pretty good. And this could have been a TMGL map. Maybe, but maybe it's a little bit too easy. So Wosile up to first place, gets it really good. Aurel not with the best amount of speed, almost touches there. Aziix comes closer, and Aziix will now go over and grant himself that second place for that first lap. Into the second lap we go. It's still Wosile in first place, and Wosile is really showing what he's doing here. He's just playing out of his mind, and he's extending his lead to 0.75 of a second. What a great performance from the Game World player. Aziix, however, also in the mix, and then we have Aurel just behind him. Cocho a little bit further behind, but he can still capitalize from a mistake from another player here. Good jump there from Cocho, but he's 3 seconds behind. Aziix still staying ahead of Aurel, even though he went for that upside jump. So actually Aziix came closer towards Wosile, as you can see in the CPs there. 0.9 of a second away from Wosile. And of course the players are pressuring Wosile here, but Aurel with a very good section here. But Aziix comes back strong, so what a fight here for that second place. But it's actually Aziix making a mistake, so it will be Aurel who has some room to breathe now. So Aurel up to P2, and Wosile still in the lead. So identity coming closer and closer here. For the second time. Wosile has to survive it. He really wants those 15 points so bad. And this will put him in a good spot. This will put him at 94 points. And he will move away from Aurel, who could theoretically grant himself 10 points. So last jump here. Every player is passing it. Yep, we see every player passing it. Cocho is doing it as well, as we go into the last lap. Wosile still in the lead, and it looks like he's dropping a good time here. He's on a good time. If he can, maybe he can grant himself a 4:35 maybe, or something like that. Yeah, it won't count if he's on WR, because it will count the whole laps. So Wosile off to a very, very good transition here. You can see he's minus. Oh no, he didn't get the best transition there, but he's still in the lead. Aurel is a little bit further behind, 0.9 of a second, but he has overtaken, or he has a little bit more room towards Aziix here, who is 2 seconds behind. So every player is in a gap of exactly like 1 second, except of the last player. The last player is 2 seconds behind the second last player, and Wosile is actually playing very good here. He's playing very consistent. And let's see what time he's getting. Yeah, guess guess in the chat what time he will get. And it is Wosile extending his lead to 1.2 seconds of a lead. Look at this time. It's looking really good for the Game World player to grant himself 15 points here. And yes, this is looking really good. Good release for him. Good amount of speed. He is making that. Really good for him. Yes, he will. So Wosile grant himself 15 points because points are multiplied by 1.5. Aurel in second. Then we have Aziix in third. And Cocho in last place. But what a great round. 435.90 for him. So great guess there from Kaku. And also from Vava and Cyanide. 433.1 was a little bit too off. But good time. Wosile now up to 94 points. Aurel also got some juicy points. And the gap between second and third is extending every round now. But maybe, yeah, I would have guessed wrong as well. But maybe we will see some dirt maps afterwards where Aziix and Cocho can shine through. So this final could spice up a little bit. So Cocho now not with the best start here, as you can see. But he's going for the lower approach. Jumps way too far, way too high. And therefore Aziix is overtaking him as well. So Cocho down to the last place. Half a second behind the leader already. And we have Wosile who's betting now with Aurel. What a fight here for that first place. 300ths of a second between Aurel and Wosile. Wosile got it really good. Has accumulated a lot of speed compared towards Aurel. So he is now in the lead with a lead of 0.1 of a 0.13 of a second actually. And Wosile is unstoppable on this track here. But Aurel wants to have a saying here. He wants to have those 15 points. As you can see, he's pushing it. But Wosile just got this section so good here. He got it so good. Cocho is only 0.7 of a second behind. And we have not seen a mistake in this section yet. Aziix went for that wallbang, and let's follow Cocho here. He gives us a good overview how the players will jump here. Oh, I think Cocho has not a lot of speed. Yeah, but he does. He was able to make that jump. Every player has survived it, as well as Aziix. No, actually Aziix had to go for that alternative line, so he will drop a little bit further behind. He's 4 seconds behind the leader by the name of Wosile at the moment. So Wosile in first. And Aurel is just behind him. It's 0.06 of a second. After 1 minute 40 of driving. This is insanely good. Wosile not with the best jump. So Aurel will overtake him. Oh, this is a back and forth between the gaming privé player and the game world player. This is impossible to call, of course. Aurel will actually extend his lead here. Because he just had this part so much better there compared to what's Wosile. So this could be all in the last lap or in this identity section in the ending. Who will win? Will it be Aurel or Wosile? Will Wosile extend his lead? Or will it be Aurel who can get 2 points closer towards Wosile again? Or like 5 points closer, but 2 points in total closer towards Wosile. Who will it be? Oh, Wosile with a good section here, as you can see. He's catching up. Only 1500ths is tearing those players apart. And now the second to last identity is coming up. Aurel and Wosile not going for that wallbang. We've seen that one being performed by Aziix. But Aziix is super far behind. He finds himself 5 seconds behind the leader. Aurel and Wosile both are making it good. So still 1600 of a seconds between both of the players. And good transition here from Aurel. Accumulated a lot of speed. And Aurel is extending his lead to 0.25 of a second. So great job there from Aurel as we go into the last round. Last round here on Trou Blanc. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna clock in 15 points? And what time will it be? Wosile off to a good start. Comes close towards Aurel. He's risking so much. Aurel, however, with a little bit more speed. But Wosile with a better transition. And it will be Wosile now in first place. 1500ths ahead of Aurel. And what a risk there from Wosile. Godlike transition from him. And he will be in first place. 0.3 of a second. 0.4 of a second to be fair. Ahead of Wosile here in this section. But it's nothing set in stone. Wosile is still in the lead. But of course we have a long way to go. The lap is only 40 seconds in. We have 50 seconds to go. But what a great effort there from Wosile. Wosile is on a banger of a time, as you can see here. He might actually be on minus. So this could be the perfect map for Wosile again. He's 0.1 ahead of the WR. What a madman. Look at him go. Wosile on his way to win yet another 15 points. What is he doing? Only the ending is remaining for him. Aurel is lurking in the shadow, 0.4 of a second behind him. So take your guesses in the chat. Oh, okay, this is looking good for Wosile. Yes, he will survive that. And Wosile will win this map as well. I mean, Aurel comes a bit closer, but this is not enough for him. So Wosile wins again. Aurel actually loses there in the end, but he won't get overtaken by Cocho. So Wosile with a 435.59 in first place. So good guess, Vava there. Wosile 15 points yet again. Aurel 10 points. Cocho 6 points. And Aziix only with 4 points this round. Insane performance by Wosile here. Insane performance. All right. It is the next map. And it's Escape to the Sky. Let's take an overlook here from the top. It's a more transitional based map yet again. So I can see Aurel maybe performing here. And of course Wosile, who's right now on the lead with 109 points. What is this guy doing? So he's 41 points away of him granting himself the final status. So he could make something happen here. We have seen this map in round 2 already. Aziix, however, with a very good start. Let's check out the locals here. We have Wosile with local 1, Aurel with local 4, Aziix local 8, and then we have Cocho with local 13. No, I don't think so, Kaku. Let there be one dirt map afterwards. Let there be one dirt map. So Wosile off to a godlike start here. Look at that. Good warm-up for him. Good landing in the slope. And look at this ending. This is so risky. So, unfortunately, it didn't survive that start. But, yeah, all the other players did. So, Wosile didn't win the warm-up. It was Cocho ahead of Aurel and then Aziix. And Wosile had DNF there. As we go into the final round very, very soon. Into the live round very, very soon. Okay, into the first round we go here. Let's spectate Cocho who is only at 67 points. And he has made the mistake. And this is a time loss of 9 seconds. This is not looking good for Cocho here as he has failed the start. Aziix, however, is now on first place but didn't get the best transition. Guys, at this point, it's only the spectator curse that is kicking in. Okay, let's curse Aurel here. Let's curse Aurel here. Who's first right now? Let's see, Aurel in first, and then we have Wosile finding himself 0.4 of a second behind. Also, the ending is remaining here for the players. The tight section here, where you really have to gather a lot of speed in this section. Wosile didn't really get a lot of speed, and it is Aurel who has a lead of 0.6 of a second, and this is super comfortable for him. So Aurel will grant himself a 10-pointer. Aurel needed for him, because he will come closer towards Wosile here. So Aurel up to 107 points, and Wosile is 35 points away of him granting himself the final status. Aziix will overtake Cocho in the ending because Cocho went for the safe finish. Wait, what? Hello? Wait. Cocho, did he delete it? What happened? Okay, I'm confused, but Cocho didn't finish. Maybe he missed his CP or something like that. I don't know. So Cocho unfortunately didn't finish, and this will put him more down. And Aziix only with 77 points. So Aurel is already 30 points ahead of the second placed guy. Oh, Cocho with a wonky landing here, as you can see. But this time around, it's Aziix with a good start, as you can see here. What was that lag? That was weird because one guy went into the game. So Aurel yet again with a good start. Wosile only in third place. I say only because he has WR on this map. So Aurel will go into this section in first yet again. Let's follow Aziix here, who's in dire need of some points. He is only at 77 points, but Wosile is actually overtaking him. And Wosile is coming closer towards Aurel as well. But it won't be enough. So Wosile in P2. Aurel in first. Aziix in third. And then we have Cocho, unfortunately, only granting himself 3 points. And look at this time. 53.43 for Aurel. Which is 0.2 of a second behind the WR. And what is Cocho doing? Okay, Cocho is finishing. Wow, what an effort there from Aurel. Who really is now pushing it. Aurel 117 points. Wosile 121 points. So Aurel is coming closer. First and second is really not being distributed yet. I'm wondering why Cocho deleted last round. Oh, Aurel, however, now with a mistake. And this is the... Oh my god, this is cruel. This is cruel. 14 seconds of a loss for Aurel, for the gaming privé player. And now it will be between Aziix, Wosile, and Cocho here. Wosile, however, with a very, very good section here. Being in P1 at the moment. And he's on a banger of a time. Look at that. He is, I think, on WR. Look at him go. He is 0.2 of a second behind WR, actually. So he had to take it a little bit more conservatively. But Wosile is is about to win his round here. Because Aziix and Cocho are super far behind. But let's see the battle here for that second place. Who's gonna take it? Is it Cocho or Aziix? Cocho released there in the end. And Aziix is taking it. So Wosile with a sub 54 time. And Aziix granting himself a well-needed 6-pointer. Aurel also finishing, but only in last. But this will put him up to 120 points. But Wosile now up to 131 points. So only 19 points for him. Away of him away, granting himself the finalist status. Alright. Next round here. Who will it be? Hopefully Cocho can keep it up here. Because he has really stumbled on this track. Didn't really get a lot of points here at all. Good transition though from him as well as from Wosile. But Aziix and Aurel both with more speed compared towards Cocho. So he will drop down to that last place. Wosile goes super far outside and therefore has so much more speed compared towards Aurel. So Wosile back in the lead, but Wosile has touched and Cocho up to second place. Aurel now up to first. And let's see who's gonna take that first place. Will Aurel make a mistake in the ending or will it be Cocho? And then will it be Cocho who can capitalize from that? It looks like Aurel will most likely not give that first play away. No, he won't. And Aurel will move up to 130 points with that. And drops a 53.48. Are you kidding me? Cocho also with a 54.07. Aziix in third. And then Wosile in last place. But what is this time? Holy moly. So Aurel is 4 points behind Wosile now. And now we will go on to Red Mango again. Oh no, we will go... I think we will see this track for the first time in the final. Because I don't know the maps by the name. Let's see actually. Yep, we have not seen this track in the grand final yet. It's a tag map. And I can really see either Wosile or Aurel taking it here. So 134 for Wosile and then Aurel with 130. So both are 2 victories away. Actually, Wosile 1 victory and 1 second place away for the finalist status. So let's check them out, what they will do here. Aurel with a very good warm-up, as you can see. And yeah, I remember where I think it was Wosile who has choked the end here. Because you have a flip ending on this track. If I remember correctly. And Wosile failed this one in the semi-final. On the quarter or semi-final? On the semi-final. If I remember correctly. But Aurel is looking very strong here. Look at this warm-up. And what time will it be? This will be a banger of a time. A very, very low 55 time. A 55.15. And he's just saying, hey, have fun in the chat. Wow, what is Aurel doing? Holy moly. Local 3 for him. And you can just see what this level of the final is. And this is what Wosile has to prepare for. This will pressure Wosile to another level. So Aurel dropping local 3 here on the warm-up. What a madman. And let's go with the first live round here. Red Mango it is. And Aurel is of course in the momentum. Aziix with a good start. Wosile is losing it a bit and therefore finds himself a little bit further behind. Cocho and Aziix are all in the mix, but Aurel just seemed to be on another level. Let's follow Aurel here, who is on a banger over time. Look at this, but gets a bug! He gets a bug! And therefore he is out on this round. And this is how the karma hits. The cocky HF just delivered him the bug there. And this is what you get from that. Aurel now down to last place. And it is actually Cocho now in first place. Wosile in second. And then we have Aziix being in third place. And this is exactly what... Oh! This is exactly what Wosile is needing. He needs a second and a first place. And he can actually grant himself that first place. Can he overtake Cocho in the end? No, he can't. But Cocho with local 4 with a 55.35. Are you kidding me? What a great time by Cocho. And this is exactly what he needs. Up to 90 points now. But Wosile, 1 victory away for him, granting himself the finalist status. And Aurel only granted himself 4 points here. Okay, second round on Red Mango. As we go live here, we see Cocho with a good start. Aziix and Wosile finding themselves a little bit further behind. Aurel yet again with a godlike start. You can see the alignment is just so good. Wosile went a little bit more inside and therefore Cocho and Aurel have a little bit more speed. Aziix is right now the last seated player here in this match, but everyone is in between 1300 of a second. Cocho! Goodbye. Goodbye, Cocho. And he has made the mistake. Right now it's looking good for Wosile. For him granting himself the final status. Aurel making a mistake. So Aziix will overtake him here. So Wosile, will he grant himself the final status? He has plenty of time to work with. 0.5 of a second, 0.6 of a second ahead of Aziix. So he is on his way to grant himself the final status. 0.3 of a second behind WR, which is occupied by him. So this could be another 55.2 time. Yes, it will be a 55.35. So what a great time by Wosile. And he has activated the final status. This is just a very, very insane level from all of the players. Wosile up to final status and good luck to him. So the first player will grant himself 60 euro. The second player will grant himself 30, 20 and 10 for third and fourth place. But let's go into the first finalist attempt of Wosile. Let's keep our eyes on him. Wosile, the game ward player. Not off to the best start, but he really shined through in the midsection. Aurel does it really good yet again, but it is Wosile coming back into the lead as well as Aurel. So this will be a close battle here in this midsection. 16 seconds into the map. It is Aurel extending his lead to 0.04 of a second. So Wosile with a good jump here and he will come close. So actually will grant himself the first place. But Aurel with an alternative line go up to the lead again. Cocho also in the mix goes super close. But this looks like Aurel will win this round. Aurel is having a lot of speed here in this section and Wosile can stand a chance. But of course the ending is remaining. Wosile comes closer towards Aurel here in this section. 200ths of a second going to the last section. Wosile will go into the lead. Let's follow Aurel. Wosile not with the best landing, but it will be Wosile who will win the cup here and the money of 60 euro. GG's towards him. It will be him winning the Fatal Cup. And Wosile will win it with a 55.31 of Aurel, who had the 55.55 time and is not up to finalist mode. 144 points for him. Aziix up to 103 points. And then we have Cocho with 97 points in last place. Deserved victory here for Wosile. Granting himself 60 euro, but of course we play towards that second and third place as well. We have not a finalist yet, but Aurel could grant himself the finalist status if he is granting himself a second or a first place here in this round. Cocho not with the best line. It will be Aurel who will be in the lead now. So Cocho gets overtaken even by Aziix here in this section. So Aziix now up to second place. And Aurel is really looking strong here to grant himself the 10-pointer and activate the finalist status. So now Aurel only one part for him remaining, and he is on a good time here on another mid 55 time as it seems. So Aurel will grant himself the 10-pointer, but it will be Aziix in second place over Cocho. So this is important for him because Aziix now up to 109 points and he will extend his lead towards Cocho, who's only at 101 points. So Aurel up to final status. Good luck to him. And let's see if we can make it happen. On to the next map we go. It will be Troublon again. I think this is not the map order, right? I think this is not the map order, yeah. It's Amateriel now coming. Okay. Let's go into the next round here on Immaterial. It is Aurel being finalist. Then we have Aziix at 109 points and Cocho at 101 points. But everything will go so fast now. Both of the players have to deny Aurel the victory here. And we will see a warm-up. Players decide. I think they are not deleting the warm-up. I don't know. But let's see. Cocho is the only one who's playing right now. Aurel and Aziix have deleted. Cocho is playing. So let's see. I think Cocho is deleting as well. Yup, we are skipping the warm-up and go live directly here. And let's see what will happen. Will it be Aurel clocking in that second place? Or will it be Cocho or Aziix denying Aurel the second place here? Let's see. Aurel with a good start, but as well as Cocho and Aziix. Aziix jumps very, very far into the quarter pipe and therefore didn't get a lot of speed. So Aurel will move up to that first place. Cocho in second. Actually, no, Cocho's in first, but Aurel didn't get a good roof hit here, and so Cocho will extend his lead. So it will be Aurel in a hot pursuit here, and he, of course, has to win it. He has to win it if he wants to grant himself the 30 euro prize money. Cocho is still super far away of him granting himself the finalist status, but this could be a very, very pressurous situation for Aurel. Cocho with a good line though, but as well as Aurel, but Cocho with more speed. So the ending is remaining here for the Numalops player to stay ahead over Aurel. Aurel has to risk it. It's do or die for him. He has nothing to lose. And Cocho will be in first, but he made a mistake. And it will be Aurel overtaking him, but Aurel with a mistake as well. So what a back and forth. Cocho now in first place. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What is happening? Hello? What? Aziix wins it. What is happening? Oh my god, Aziix is winning it. And Aurel. So Aziix wins it. 119 points for him. Cocho up to 107 points. What is happening? Both Cocho and Aurel made a mistake in the end. So it is Aurel still being in finalists, but Aziix comes closer, up to 119 points now. Okay, Aurel with a good transition into the quarter pipe section or into the loop quarter pipe section. I'm not sure how you want to, describe that one or you define it. But look at this Aurel start. He is minus on WR, gets a really good roof hit. But look at Cocho here. Cocho also doing it really, really good. Look at him go. It's Cocho actually granting himself similar speed as well as Aurel. So this is neck and neck between both of the players. It's do or die. Aurel with a very good landing in the slope, and it will be him being minus on WR. So Aurel on a banger of a time right now. Look at that. Aurel is risking it for the biscuit and is actually 1,000 away from the top one time here. But he touches. Aurel is choking again. And it will be Cocho and Aziix overtaking Aurel here in this section. Oh my god, what is happening? No way. So Cocho in first. Aurel is just standing still. Maybe he's eating a tomato or something like that. Oh, but Aziix, very smart from him. Saving the ending. Cocho in first. Aziix in second. And you can see Aziix and Cocho are coming closer and closer towards Aurel. Okay, warm-ups are reduced to 0. So hopefully Aurel has his shit together now. Aziix up to 125 points, so he's 3 rounds away. So this is still plenty of time for Aurel to work with, but it's getting tighter and tighter between every round. As we can see, all the players with a very good start section here. Cocho up to first, but not get a lot of speed here. Aurel with more speed in this section. Aziix in second and third place, and then we have Cocho in second. I wanted to say. So Aurel, let's see. Good roof hit for Aurel, for the gaming privé player, and he looks strong on minus to his PB, so he will definitely be happy about that section here. So only the mid and end part is remaining. Cocho with a very good jump, and Cocho with more speed. So Cocho up into the lead all of a sudden, and Aurel has to deliver here. Cocho with a good section, and he has more speed than Aurel. It's actually neck and neck. Aurel between Cocho here in this ending, and it will be actually Aurel in first place. And Aurel has only this ending to remain for him, and this looks good for Aurel. Good approach for him as well, and now the ending jump for Aurel, for the gaming privé player. He has to survive it. He's on WR, and let's see what he can do. Oh, Aurel, 1 jump remaining for him. The ending jump, and it will be Aurel who will be the second-seeded player with a 115.69. Second WR for him. What a great time. Cocho granting himself second place, and Aziix in third, only with 4 points. But what a great time there from Aurel. And he clocks in €30 into his pocket. Now we have Dirt and Aziix against Cocho. 129 against 123. But we have one more round on Immaterial. One more round we have here. Between Cocho and Aziix on Immaterial. GG's towards Aurel taking that second place. Oh, Cocho with a good amount of speed here, but as well as Aziix, who will land better in the slow. But it's actually Cocho with the better speed and better transition there on this no jump section, or low jump section, let's say like that. But what was that roof hit from Aziix? All of a sudden, he's now in first place. Cocho still in a hot pursuit, and Cocho gets a better jump, so it will be Aziix a little bit further behind. Cocho with a nosedive, and Cocho is on his way to win this round and will get closer and closer towards his opponent Aziix. So 2 points will tear them apart if Cocho will win this round. Looking good for Cocho here. Oh, as we go into this narrow section here, now the wall hit, or the, yeah, let's say wall hit. But look at this, what is Cocho doing? What is Aziix doing? Aziix had to respawn. No way, Aziix had it because Cocho's lane was very bad, but it is Cocho, however, who can take it easy. He can take the safe finish, who is right now in first place. If he's smart, he's gonna take the safe finish. Yes, he has to do it anyway. So Cocho in first, Aziix in second, and Aziix is also able to finish. So no risk has to be taken from him, and he won't do so. So Aziix in second place, granting himself 6 points. So 133 to 135 points between both of the players. We have 3 more rounds to come up for us. Or maybe even 4. Let's take some maths here. If Cocho wins 2 times. Yeah, if Cocho wins 2 times and Aziix gets second twice. And then he wins twice again. Or like the other way around. We will have 4 rounds. So it will end on this map. And we have a dirt map. No warm-up. Warm-up is disabled anyways. And we have a top-notch dirt match. Aziix against Cocho here. 133 versus 135 points. Good luck to both of the players. €20 for the third place and €10 for the fourth place. So it will be between Cocho and Aziix. Alright, Cocho off to a good start. Look at that. Aziix finds himself 0.2 of a second behind. And Cocho, however, will extend his lead with a lot of speed in this section. But Aziix is holding strong. Actually comes closer. I was wrong with that. I thought Cocho is a little bit faster than that. but that wasn't the case. So Cocho on his way to grant himself a 10-pointer, which is needed for him, because if Cocho has a 10-pointer now... Oh no, Cocho with a mistake, and this could be the slap in the face, because if Cocho grants himself second and first, now he has to slap in the face, and the 149 points. So Aziix looking very comfortable for him that he could grant himself a final status on his own. Aziix on his way to win it here. Yeah, with a 52 time, 52.71. Great time from him. Cocho in second, and Aziix will move up to 145 points. So at this point, Aziix just have to finish. So the round now doesn't matter really. Because if Cocho gets first, he is at 149. If he's second, he's at 145. So it doesn't really matter who wins this round. But of course, you want to show that you're the boss here. But I would take it easy. Aziix only one finish away, and right now it is sufficient for him being in second place. Cocho in the lead though. And then Aziix in second place. But good line there from Aziix, from Cocho. He's on a very, very good pace. Look at that. He's minus to his PB. Look at this, 0.5 of a second to him. Oh, but he touches. He has touched. And this will be super bad for Cocho concerning his momentum. And Aziix will go over into the lead. Aziix in the lead now, and nothing is really happening here at the moment. Only that Cocho is coming a little bit closer. 0.1 of a second closer towards Aziix, but Aziix will take that first place here. One downhill and one jump remaining, and Aziix will grant himself the first finals attempt. Let's see what he's doing. Another sub 53 for him. Good luck towards him. So we have a total of maximum. We have total maximum of 2 more rounds, because if Cocho wins, we have another decisive round coming up. Aziix now with a good start. Look at that. It's Aziix over Cocho here. And Cocho has to win it. He has to risk it. So let's keep our eyes on Cocho. But Aziix with a mistake. And it's actually Cocho now being in the lead with 0.4 of a second. If not even more, because Aziix didn't really have a lot of speed. Actually, it was not that much of a speed. It was just 0.3 of a second for him. But actually, Aziix not with the best line here in this section. So Cocho will extend his lead here. 2.37 of a second, but Aziix comes a bit closer here. Look at that. Aziix comes closer and closer here in this section, but it won't be enough for him. So we will see a double final situation here for that third place. Who will take 10 and who will take 20 euro? It is Cocho who will stay ahead of Aziix. So one more decisive round here in this ending section. 52.63 for Cocho. Good luck to both of you. Towards Aziix and Cocho. Who's gonna take it? Double final situation. What a banger of a final, boys. What a banger. Alright, Aziix versus Cocho in this 1v1 situation. It's the last round here of the Fatal Cup. Who will win 20 euro and who will go out with a solace of 10 euro here? It's most likely be Cocho here, because Aziix has stumbled and is 0.7 of a second behind. So this is a very anticlimactic round so far, but Cocho can still make some mistakes. Cocho still finding himself 0.8 of a second ahead though. And it will be him being still ahead. So it is Aziix now who has to push it, or who has to rely on a mistake here from Cocho. But it is not the case. So Cocho will most likely win it here. Will grant himself the third place. And this is the early GG from my side. I think Cocho won't make a mistake here in this down, and he's on a bang over time. Look at this. Cocho, what are you smoking, man? Oh my. Hello. 52.33. Okay, local 1 to round this cup off. Cocho, what are you doing? Oh my god. How to finish a cup? Just drive local 1. So Wosile wins it over Aurel. Then we have Cocho and Aziix, who unfortunately lost it there in the finals attempt, but he did WR. What the fuck are you talking about? Impressive. Impressive. Wow.